Hey, Coach!
Nathan!
Is this where the warrior poet classes are held?
Yes, it is! Welcome! I'm so glad you could make it today.
Thanks. Well, I like the sound of the warrior bits, but I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm not a poet. Isn't that why people make up rhymes and tell soppy poems?
Well, I'm glad the warrior bit excites you. We're gonna learn about that more in the weeks to come. But being a poet is all about being creative and using the creativity that you were born with.
But isn't it true that not everyone is creative?
Okay, well, Nathan, creativity comes in all kinds of shapes and sizes. It can be through the way that we share stories to our friends or the way we laugh. It's what puts the color into things. It doesn't have to be all about art, and that's why I'm glad you joined me in this week's Warrior Poet Coaching. Our first lesson today is, now write this down, create.
Got it, create. What does it mean to create?
Now, that's a great question. What if I answered your question with another question?
What's that?
Well, what was the first greatest thing to be created?
Okay, I know this. The light bulb?
That's a great guess, but go back even further.
What about the cavemen who made tools? That a creation?
What if I told you the earth and everything in it was created and designed by the ultimate creator?
Nice, tell me more.
Well, Nathan, I could read it to you, but I know just the guys who will be able to tell you this story using their own spark. Let's watch them and see what they have to say.
In the beginning of time, there was nothing. No earth, no sky, nothing you see here today existed. It was a pit of nothingness, black, dark, and well, just nothing there.
Nada.
But then God spoke.
What
What are you doing?
I was doing the God speaky thing.
I haven't got to that part yet.
Oh, sorry.
And then God said, let there be light.
Oh, that's bright. Oh, my eyes.
All of a sudden, things looked bright. The darkness was scattered, and it showed off all the space in the universe.
Wow.
And he said,
That's so good, guys.
yeah, that's what he said.
Oh,
And that's when he decided that when it's dark, it would be called night.
sleep time.
And when it was light, it would be called day.
Dance time. It's just what I do every day.
Fair enough. The evening came and the night passed, and that was the end of day one. On the second day, God made the earth. Wow. He stood back and admired his creation. He knew this was a good creation. That was the end of day two. The next morning, God looked around and decided that the earth needed a little more organization. He put all the water into one place
Yeah.
and put all the dry land
Yeah.
in another. When God finished separating the two, he covered the land with all kinds of plants.
Oh.
From dandelions
Oh.
to roses.
Oh.
Are you okay, mate?
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just my hay fever.
Oh, okay, just have a tissue.
Yeah, thank you. Oh.
The earth was covered with all kinds of plants, and once again, God knew this was good. That was the... You're gonna sneeze again, aren't you?
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
Carry on.
Okay, and so that was the end of day 3.
Oh.
What are you doing? You're getting on a cat. No.
I'm sorry.
On the 4th day, God looked around and thought that maybe the daylight could use a bit of work, so he made the sun to keep us warm.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
But then he added in a bit of sparkle.
Bah!
What are you doing?
Oh, man in sparkle.
No, I meant like sparkle, you know, like the stars and moon in the sky.
Oh, did you want me? Shall I?
Yeah.
I'll just leave there. Sorry.
So God looked over his work and thought, this is looking good.
Can I keep these, by the way?
Yeah, sure.
Just for a little bit.
And that was the end of day 4. The next day, God looked at the oceans and he decided that he wanted all the sea to be filled with wonderful fish and sea creatures.
Ah!
What was that?
That was my dolphin noise. Ah!
Nice.
Thanks, mate. You know, every single day I wake up and I look in the mirror and I say to myself, ah!
Okay. Now on the same day, God also made birds to fly in the sky.
Tissue.
Oh, did that
tissue.
bird just poo on you? Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
gross.
Quickly. Ah!
God looked out over his creation and saw that it was good. And that was the end of day 5. On the 6th day, God added animals to the land. He added lions, bears, monkeys, cows, dogs, giraffes. But he still felt something was missing. No, not horses.
Huh?
You just made a horse noise?
No, that wasn't horses. That was God thinking.
Oh, okay, my bad. So on day 6, he scooped up some dust and he breathed life into the dust and created man to be made in his image. But he knew that it was not good for man to be alone, so he made woman. God put mankind in charge of all the earth, and he was pleased with all of his creation. And that was the end of day 6. On day 7, God looked out over all his creation, and he had a really good rest. John, wake up, mate.
Yes.
We're still on camera. Oh, he's falling asleep on me. And that was the end of day 7.
Say 7.
Yeah, no.
That was so cool. So God created everything from nothing?
Yup.
Okay, that is seriously awesome. But how does this apply to me? I mean, I can't do what God does.
Yeah, that's true. There are some things that only God can do. But when God made man, he made him in his own image. That means he put a special spark of creativity into every one of us, including you, Nathan. Wow. The Bible says in Ephesians 2 that you are God's workmanship.
I get it. So does that mean that I can use creativity to show a bit of God to the world?
That's right. And there are people doing this all over the world right now. Would you like to learn from a warrior poet friend of mine?
Yeah.
Okay, Nathan, I know just the person, and I'm sure she has a lot to share with you.
What's up, Nathan? It's so good to see you.
Hey, friends!
Hello.
I hope that we've called you at a good time. I have Nathan here with me, and he's learning all about the warrior poets. And I thought that he could learn a thing or two from you.
Sure. My name is Nicole Gallant, and I love creating. I do lots of stuff from making music to writing poems, and also drawing and painting. And I love getting to create because the more I get to know God, the more I see how much He loves me, how good He is. Even when I just look outside and see how creative God is, I remember that same God that made everything lives in me as well. And so I can be super creative with God and show people how good He is through what I make. Well, I hope this gave you a little bit of inspiration today. I actually made another project earlier that says this: I am created to create. And I wanted to send it your way as a reminder that every single one of us has a spark of creativity within us. So your challenge, should you choose to accept it, is to take this and make it yours. Put your own unique spin on it, and I can't wait to see what you make.
Thanks, Nicole. Wow, look at this. I have ideas already of what I can add to them.
You see, Nathan, you're really catching that spark now. And for anyone out there who's watching, we are putting this challenge out to you too.
I can't wait to see what everyone's going to look.
Yeah, me either, Nate. But for now, Nathan, give me your top 3 lessons you've learned today.
1. Everyone is creative. 2. God is the ultimate creator. 3. I am created to create.
High five! That was great, Nathan. We'll see you next week, Warrior Poets. Bye-bye.